So there are a few things that you must do first. First of all, obviously, you need to install the software. There was just a few key things that I wanted to highlight on installation so that you can have a nice smooth running Revit during this class and beyond. Number one, you're going to need to download the software from your Autodesk subscription site or request a DVD from your reseller. Either way, your reseller can help you get the media. Now let's take a look at the actual installation itself. We're going to take a look at how you can install and just a few key areas to watch out for while you're installing. Let me flip over to a computer where I am installing, and you'll see how this is done. In this case, the DVD is in. I'm going to double click on Setup. Now that the Setup window is up, we're going to install products. We're going to install Revit Architecture. And notice here, there's other things that we can install as well. Autodesk Design Review as well as Autodesk Material Library. If these things have already been installed, perhaps through other Autodesk products, then there will be no need to check those. In fact, you won't be able to check them because they've already been installed. Let's click on Next. Now you choose your region. If you're in Canada, you go Canada, English, or French, or United States, or other countries. Then you accept, click on Next, and now you can either put in your serial number that you got from your reseller, as well as the product key, or in this case, we're just going to try the product for 30 days. So this is where some people just say, okay, I'm done, let's install it. Well, one thing I would recommend, especially for this course and courses beyond this, let's click on Configure. Now, we are going to be doing a standalone license. We're not talking about a network license in this particular video. Let's click on Next. So we're still configuring. This is interesting here, the language. Okay, English. The default unit. So this is just going to be the default template that Revit is going to want to present, and then the default usage as well. These are purely a template choice. I'm going to click Next. This is really what I wanted to focus on, content. So under here, you look at this and you say, okay, well, family libraries and templates have been checked. Great. But if you expand them, you'll notice that not all of the family libraries have been chosen. And this is just a lot of content that, sure, maybe you don't need it all, but there's going to be little things in here that you will need and that you'll want. For instance, just because I picked metric doesn't mean I don't want North American imperial content, as well as the imperial templates. So this isn't often a question where people will install, they won't really look at this, and then they'll end up with just metric and no imperial content. And if you're in a country like Canada, both metric and imperial are used, and in other countries in the world, this can be the case. Of course, you're not forced to install this, but at least now you can see by expanding these, there's a choice. Let's go next. What it's doing right now is it's checking for a service pack. At this point, we could include a service pack. We could download that from Autodesk. If we wanted to do that option, we just click on it, hit download, and that would download it from the Autodesk website. We can also include one we've already downloaded, or we could not include a service pack altogether. At this point, you would hit Next, Configuration Complete, and then install the software. So really, just to review, the content is really what's important. Make sure you go to the content and install the full content pack.